Hello, this is Mr. Palmer, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of understanding supranationalism in the context of AP Human Geography. What supranationalism is when multiple countries form an agreement or an organization to collectively achieve the benefits, some sort of benefit for all of its member states. And when they do this, they usually give up a little bit of sovereignty or power by accepting the regulations or the decisions of the group. Now, they have a say in this, but when the group ultimately decides, they're saying, okay, we'll go along with that. Now, there's lots of different supranationalistic organizations, and they usually fall into either economic, military, or some sort of global regional context. So, for example, some of the most common economic alliances or supranationalistic organizations are things like the European Union, the newly formed United States-Mexican-Canada Agreement, the USMCA, formerly known as NAFTA, OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, or WTO, the World Trade Organizations. And these groups are all designed to work together for economic benefits. You can also have military alliances like NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization being the most common. The Warsaw Pact was a previous group led by Russia. And then finally, global regional groups such as the United Nations or the African Unions, which focuses usually on peace or economic development within a region. So here's an example of some trade organizations and a little bit of an area where you can see the general pattern of where these groups are located, these supranationalistic organizations are located. You can see over here you have NAFTA over in the West. You also have the European Union, you have the EAC, ASEAN. These are just some of the common ones that exist. Here's the Alliance of North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the member states of this, which encompasses much of Western Europe, but is increasing. And some countries are starting to pivot or change towards, the United States and its allies, mainly the United States, Canada, as well as France and Great Britain. But here's a close-up map of showing the military alliance within Europe itself. Many of the former Soviet republics have pivoted or rotated their attention towards NATO, seeking protection from Russia, and then we have the non-aligned states of Eastern Europe like Belarus and some of these, for example. And then as the world's been changing, since 1960, there's of the 195 countries that formally exist in the world, over half of them have been created since 1960. And so supranationalism is a way for these countries to start to organize themselves and create alliances. And how do we figure these things out? We live in a dynamic world, and the number of countries will probably continue to increase. And so supranationalism is a way for countries to work together to form alliances and protection and economic benefits, and something that you do need to know for AP Human Geography. Thanks for listening.